Everyone, this is Dalton Adults and CFs, and today I'm bringing you the first figure that I've gotten out of the Wave 5 from Titan's Return, and that is going to be Seaspsray. I'm very happy to have this little guy, and, you know, something that we don't see a lot of in the Generations line for the product images is the alt mode as the centerpiece for, you know, as the promotional art. The last time we got that was with the Sharkticon, I believe, or Nah. So that's interesting that they went with that route. And for his little bio, it says no Decepticon can get past the naval defenses of Seaspsray. So they got that. So bringing in our little Seaspsray here, very much modeled after his Generation 1 toy. I do love the shade of blue that they got here. The white paint is pretty clean. There are just a few little line areas where it's bleeding on this side, whereas here it's a lot cleaner. Got the black here for the cockpit windows. You do have this little missile spam or missile box here on the top. Now that is just an accessory, so you can take that off and give them even more of the original look. The Autobot symbol there, and these little things to replicate the stickers. You also got the little propellers here on the back. Not a whole lot going on. I mean, no wheels, so it doesn't roll. Just kind of sits there. Now, his Titan Master feature is you press in here. You just press it to release it. Open that. Now you have a seat here. Now, in most cases, you take your Titan Master and just plop them in. Gotta line this up with the opening on the roof, and usually it sits there. One problem is though, kind of rattles around in there. There is, however, a little notch right there. So your best bet is to go ahead and put them practically in head mode, straighten everything out. Put them down in there, and there you go. Doesn't rattle around as much. I mean, especially if you can get the headmaster plugged in just right into that notch. Whoop. And there's one little problem I have with the figure that tends to pop off. Let's go ahead and put that in. Put this right back on, and like I said, barely rattles around at all now. So go ahead and open that up, get them out of there. Now focusing back onto Seaspsray, there we go. Transformation is pretty simple on this little guy. I mean, what you need to do is pull the front end down. Oh, actually, let's move a little bit too far ahead of myself here. Get that collapsed for just a second. Do a little comparison here. Come on. Put that back on. So here he is with the Hunt for the Decepticons repaint, and as you can see, or the Hunt for the Decepticons mold. And as you can see, the blue is of course very different, and he actually has yellow instead of this bronze color. And he also fits into the cargo area perfectly. So now you got 4 times the power, or twice the power for that. So get him out of here for now. And there is the stat card. Pretty intelligent little guy. Has a good amount of speed and firepower. I mean, he is a hovercraft, so he's going to go at a fairly decent speed. Not very strong. I mean, he is a mini-bot, so that is pretty much that. So, as I was saying, let's get back into the transformation. Extend the legs. Go ahead and collapse the little sides here of the cushion. Then from here, untap the arms, bring them around, rotate this whole section down, and it will click into place. There's little tabs right here on the inside, or right here, little slots there that just clicks into place, and fold down the little chest piece. And there we've got Seaspray in robot mode, and he looks pretty good. I mean, he does have his boats for shoes. I mean, insert rim shot here, or you know, big clown shoes. So yeah, this is definitely taking more inspiration from the toy rather than the cartoon, because the cartoon was these were squished down a little bit to just be a little bit more proportionate. But he's not bad. I mean, head is on a ball joint. You can get a decent amount of range. And it is painted all yellow. Except for the inside here where the eyes are. You get some black, if I can get it just the right angle here. Got some blue in there. So, there's that. And, you know, if you don't like how boxy and just flat he looks, go ahead and put this onto there, give him more of that potbelly type look. Which, you know, I'll probably just have him like that. Or if you want, you can have him holding the missile spam as a little missile launcher thing, but it looks either more like a QR scanner, a barcode reader, or a pizza delivery box. Which, I mean, it is a missile spam, but it is just funny how it doesn't really work so well as a handheld weapon. Back into articulation. Shoulders are on ball joints, they only get out to there. Rotates 360, bicep swivel. Nothing at the waist. Hips only go out to about here, because there is no cut up at the upper thigh, so that's about as far as you're going to get. Forward and back, pretty good range. Thigh swivel. Knee hinge getting you, well, a little over 90 degrees, and the foot moves as well. If you open this up, get even further. So there was, oh, there it is, a nice little Easter egg right here on his forearm. I don't know how you're going to make that out, but you got Cybertronian writing there on both arms, and translated it says Alana, which comes from the episode Sea Change. So I like how they touched on that. That, you know, he had his, I guess his relationship with her is still going, either that or he still deeply cares about her. I mean, he was thinking about leaving the Autobots to be, you know, to be with her. It's that weird phase of season 2, so. But it is pretty cool that they added that little Easter egg into this guy, so. That pretty much does it for Seaspray. I mean, we can do a quick comparison with the Voyager class and a couple of other recent mini-bots that we've finally gotten. So, be right back, and we'll take a look at that. And here we have the Voyager class Seaspray. As you can see, it only comes up to about his hips. So, there's that. I mean, you can definitely see, of course, the aesthetic difference along. I mean, G1 movie chug hybrid. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself. I still really do like this guy. I mean, he is one of the better movie kind of styled characters not in the movie. And they pretty much used this for the Earth Wars version. They just painted up more G1. So getting him out of here and bringing in some more mini-bots. We have all of our chug mini-bots, and the only one I don't have is, well, technically 3. I do have Warpath, but he's been repainted into Slammer for Metroplex. I don't have the Combiner Wars Windcharger. I don't feel the need to get that one. And I don't have Tailgate. I might get it, but I'm more leaning towards the Make Toys rear end with the Cyclonus upgrade. So, yeah, I plan on getting those. I might get the Hasbro one just because, you know, it'll fill out these, but I'm hoping for maybe a better update to him. Also, all we need is a beachcomber and outback. And then I think that's pretty much it for the mini bots. So they all look really good here. I mean, just as they did back in G1, they all fit in. Now I do prefer to have the deluxe Warpath, mostly because he's a tank, and a lot of times in the cartoon he was about the size of the the Dotson brothers. So I don't feel the need to get a Legends class version of him. He works just like that. So that pretty much does it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video for Seaspsray. Be sure to check out all the links down in the description for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Like I said, all those down in the description. Also be sure to check out Stasis Lock every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, part of the Cool Table Network, so check out all the shows within that. Also check out G1 Hexatron's channel. He is the host of Cybercast every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, followed by the Galactic Gumbo podcast at 8 to 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, just depending on how long the Cybercast is. Also, the host of Stasis Lock is Bricks on the Dollar. Like I said, those links are down in the description. Be sure to check those all out. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all next time.